Hello, everyone. Welcome to my live. Drop the tea, and I appreciate each and every one of you for coming over to my live. I know I'm a little late, but I was late cooking dinner, and I had to cook for my kids, so I do apologize about that. Hello, my lady. And if you guys can hear me real clearly, please put a one in the chat. And as you come in, please give a thumbs up, please, and thank you. Yes, my lady, we're gonna talk about that. I was offered another content creators page. I think was Show Style and Spirits, and I was cruising through there, and she said something about the ratings. We're gonna talk about that. Also, we're going to be talking about Jackie Christie and her daughter, Chanel, getting into it. Also, I'm hearing rumors now that Melanie and Don Michelle may be producing the show Hard and Hustle for OWN. If they are, congratulations to Melanie Cherie as well. I've been seeing a lot of content creators talking about that. Let me know if y'all have heard that in the chat. That would be really, really big for Melody and her production company, Tilted Crown Productions. So that would be really, really good. Also, we're gonna be talking about Andy Byron. Y'all know the man of him and Clear Man, the billionaire, went to a Coldplay concert and he was there with another woman, and he's married, and she's married too. And I guess she's some type of HR person. And some other women have come out as well, talking about that he's sent her over 40K. So this man has been spending. And his wife put that out about him. I'm like, wow. Because I meant to talk about it the other day, and I didn't. But I did want to talk about that as well. And we're going to talk about who else? We're going to be talking about somebody else. I'm over Shamia and Portia. I'm like, okay, y'all ain't gonna be friends. Just give it a rest. And then we got Angela. I think she's trying to make sure she get a peach to come to next season. Let me know in the chat if you think Angela's going to get a peach for next season, or who you think is going to go and who you think is coming back. So we're going to talk about that as well. And y'all know we got to get past the 10-minute mark. Okay. So welcome everybody to my channel, Drop the Tea. As you come in, please hit the thumbs up button, please, and thank you. Also, you can support the channel. Y'all know how to do that. That's by your own will. Also, let me get the housekeeping out the way. Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. There is an allowance for fair use of copyrighted material for such purposes as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, research, and learning. Fair use. All things said are alleged, and in my very own opinion, it's for entertainment purposes only. I do not own the rights to any of the music or any of the clips I may show on my channel. Fair use. All right, guys, we're almost at the 10-minute mark. And if anyone is new to the channel and you like my commentary, please think about becoming a subscriber. All right, guys, we're almost at this 10-minute mark. I don't see any of my mods in the chat as well. I don't see any of my mods. Hopefully, you guys will come in and introduce yourself, and some of my mods can get in the chat and mod for me as well. Oh yeah, it's been a lot of stuff going on in these YouTube streets. The ratings I heard for, like I said, they didn't get no view from me, and I'm standing on that. They didn't get no view from me. And what I heard that the ratings are at 219,000 compared to 270 some thousand. So I think they said they were about down by 60 some thousand views for the upcoming show that just came on. They had a watch party and everything. So we're gonna talk about that because quite a few people have been talking about the views. and they got this off of the Good Deeds. So that so and they showed it. So um, that's not good. Maybe it's good too. So that's another thing. Then we have Malcolm Jamal Warner, aka Theo from the Cosby Show. Here we go with the conspiracy theories that are coming up. They trying to say now we never seen his wife before. Some people are saying that she's Caucasian, and he has one daughter. We got the people talking about the numbers, the accident, and when he went swimming, it wasn't an accident. We got all these conspiracy theories. So there's a lot of stuff going on with that as well. So hello, Cheryl Huff. Hello, hello, hello. So there are conspiracy theories going on now with that. What the wife said, she said that he had went out for a swim to catch the sun rising, and he was gone for an hour allegedly. And when he didn't come back, that's when she called the authorities. That's what they're saying. I wasn't there, so I don't know what happened. But they got the conspiracy theories going. They are going. Um, Also, we're going to be talking about DJ's Mustard, ex-wife Chantel, and then his fiance. They're not getting along too well. So they got stuff going on with the custody. We got Megan the Stallion and Clay Thomas. Shaq said he don't think it's going to last more than 6 months. Well, personally, I have never heard or seen Clay on these YouTube streets come out with any woman that I've seen. Let me know if I'm wrong in the chat. And they look like they're comfortable together. Megan said he treats her really well, so we shall see. A lot of women now they ain't going for the rappers no more. They trying to get them a basketball player or football player. Football player. Sierra done put out the blueprint, baby. You need to get you a football player, basketball player, and set it on down. You know. So we shall see how that's gonna go. Um, who else are we talking about here as well? We do have some last words with Theo. Well, we're gonna Malcolm Jamal Warner and his mother, and I know that's very very hard for her because someone saying that he was the only son allegedly. I don't know how true that is. That's all alleged. Um, so the Cosby family is sending out their condolence to him and things like that. So there all type of people have been sending all type of love to him on these YouTube streets. Beyonce, everyone, so everyone has been sending love out to him. So that they said it was a freak accident. Other people saying it wasn't. So I know it was going to be some conspiracy theories going on. So that's what we have going on right now. The same thing that happened with what's his name, Twitch. Yeah, I remember Twitch that was on the Ellen show with him and his wife. They were saying that wasn't an accident. So there's some things going on, but we shall see. Hopefully they do an autopsy to see if that's really what happened. But his wife would have to order that to be done. So we're going to see if the wife wants that to be done. Now if she don't want it to be done, I don't know what to say, because y'all know when you get married all bets are off. The mom can't step in and say nothing. It's whatever the wife wants. So hopefully that's all that's happened. Hopefully. All right, guys. So let's get into it. We got 17 people in here, and no one is saying anything in the chat. All right. All right. So, all right, we're past the 10-minute marks, everyone. Let's get into it. So let's get into let's see, who are we going to talk about first? Let's get into Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, from what I heard, the ratings are down for Love and Marriage Huntsville. I told y'all what the ratings are. The ratings aren't looking too good. I don't, like I said, I was, cruising on through the YouTube streets and I saw the ratings on Show Style and Spirits. They're at 217,000 compared to the 260 something. So the ratings are down, down, down. So, they're down. So that's not good for, for their premiere. They had a lunch party and everything. Their ratings are down. So, the millimeters are hanging tough, baby. The millimeters, are undefeated, baby. When they say they standing on business with Mel, we standing on business. I'll say something here and there about it, but I did not know. I'm not, My mom even asked me, she said, "Did you watch Love and Marriage Huntsville?" I said, "No." She said, "Why not?" I said, "Because Melody's not on there." I said, "What? There's no need for me to watch it." My mom was like, "Oh, okay, I forgot you did say Melody left the show." I said, "Yep." I said, "I'm not watching anything." I said, "My loyalty is to Mel, so I'm not watching it." Now, anybody else they want to watch it, that's fine. I'm just saying, for me personally, I'm not watching it. I know some other content creators are watching it, and that's fine, but I'm not watching it. I just have, my reasons. I don't want to watch it. Hello, Laura C. Jones, my tea sipper. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Miss Lillian. Lily, hello, hello, hello. So I just have my own reasons that I'm not watching it. But other people can watch it. I heard that there were some people at the lunch party. They was people were over there hunching on each other. They was getting it in, baby. And I said to myself, that ain't nothing new. That ain't nothing new. They've been hunching on each other. They just got some new people to hunch on, allegedly. Allegedly and for entertainment purposes. I just heard it. They was doing some punching over there on the dance floor. Allegedly. Allegedly. I heard that Trish and Kimmy was over there, dancing and stuff. I just heard it. I don't know. I'm just telling y'all what I heard. It was some punching going on. Allegedly. And for entertainment purposes only. It's gonna say that it was some hunching going on, y'all. Let me know if y'all heard that about the hunching. There was some hunching going on over there. That's what I heard out here in these YouTube streets. And y'all put a one in the chat so I can make sure you guys can hear me. But like I said, I don't wish the show any ill will. I'm just not watching. And I should have my right if I don't want to watch something. And y'all know I'm a millimeter, and I stand with Mel, so I'm just not gonna watch it. Now, Hustle and Heart. Now I've been hearing out here in the YouTube streets that allegedly Melody and Don are supposed to be producing that show. Have you? Let me know if you guys have heard that Melody and Don are supposed to be producing that show. If they are, congratulations to Melody and Don. If they are going to be producing that show, I know Melody and Don are going to do a good job. Now, I do want to see Melody back on the TV screen, but if we can take her producing a show with these daycare owners about their daycare business, these are some multi-million dollar women here that run, multiple of daycares. They some millionaires, Anytime our black queens are out here getting to the business, I salute them. Get to the business, get to the bag. And Melanie on her own right is a millionaire as well. And I think this fits right along with Melanie's brand. With these ladies here, they some bosses in their own right. And Melanie has her own businesses that she has going on. So I'm rooting for her. If that's what it is, that's what it is, baby. I'm rooting for Melanie, baby. So if that's what they're doing out here, I'm rooting for her and Don, to take the show where it needs to be going, where it needs to be taken. And we already know when Melanie put her hand on something, it's gold, baby. So the show is going to go where it needs to be going. Um, Now I don't know when Melody. Y'all know she has another movie that she's in that's supposed to come out. I don't know if it's out yet, but I like to support Melody. So if anyone knows when that other show movie that Melody's in comes out, let me know because I love to support Melody. But you guys, I have a lot of stuff going on with the grandbaby and other stuff that I'm trying to do as well. Let me know in the chat if y'all know when that movie supposed to come out with Mel or has it already come out. Let me know in the chat. Um, there has been some other stuff going on. They're saying that allegedly that uh, there was. Did someone say? Oh, they said that Destiny came out and said that she won't be doing Messy Mondays anymore. Allegedly, her and the lady fell out. Allegedly, uh, the life coach. Allegedly, they fell out. So she's not going to be doing it anymore. She's going to be doing some type of other stuff. And allegedly, they saying that Dusty Dan is going to be producing a show. What show is she producing? I'd like to know. That's what I've been hearing out here on these YouTube streets. And that she got a real estate license back. So she, was saying that she ain't gonna be able to do the mental Mondays anymore because she got a lot on her plate, allegedly. But like I say, even though I don't like a person, I don't want a person to be down, or what have you. So if she got a lot of stuff on her plate now, great for her. I wish anybody in well on their endurance. I don't want to hate on nobody. So if that's what you got going on, hey, go for it. But that's what that's what the word on the curve is. But I do think that Sonny and Moses would have made a good fit for the show, in my personal opinion, because they are doing stuff. They are, successful business people. Black excellence. They, are flipping houses, rehabbing houses. Sonny has houses that she has for people that are transitioning from maybe out of jail or they need a room and stuff like that. That would be, would have been something positive to see, that some people that really have businesses and that are flourishing. I would have liked to see that. And I think Sonny and Moses are going to be coming out with something on their channel, on their YouTube channel. So if they're going to be doing that, where she's showing her different houses and things like that are flourishing with people that are maybe coming out of jail or people who don't got nowhere to live, they rent a room and things like that. I like that. That you're out helping the community. Also, she's flipping houses, she's rehabbing houses. So she's out here. She's not playing. She's doing her thing. Also, she has a movie that a sitcom that she produced on Tubi as well, called Sunshine. So they're waiting for season 2 to come out. So she says she's done with season 2. She just waiting to get the go ahead from Tubi to put it out. So she's doing things as well. So, and then Moses got the trucking business. So you can look in his face and tell that that he really appreciates Sunny. It looks like he really appreciates her more. Not to say he didn't, but it looks like you could tell it's like a more of appreciation for him. Like, my wife held me down while I was in jail. She kept my businesses going. She came to see me. He's like, okay, she's solid. That's how I'm looking at it. Not to say he didn't say she's solid before, but it's like a different look how he looks at her. That it's a different look like that he looks at Sonny that it wasn't there before that I think, but it's a look like, okay, she's my rock. She held me down. She didn't cheat on me. She kept everything moving for me while I was in jail. She came to see me. Kept my book straight. Okay, she my ride or die. That's how I'm looking at it. That's how I'm looking at it. He knows Sonny is solid, and that's all Sonny talked about. Why, while he was in jail, she can't wait till her husband get home. Now you got some other women out here, baby. they would have them legs would have been open soon as he went in. Some women, it's just got a hot box. They can't deal with if they man go to jail or if they man goes, just say you have a man that's in the Army or Navy, they go off for a couple of months or maybe even a year. Some women can't hold it together. They got a hot box. They will go get them a little flame, and you got some women out here like that. I was just watching Paternity Court on YouTube before I came on. Before I came on here, and it's so many women that are on there that are up in age that they don't know who their kids' father are. They had to come and get a paternity test to figure out who their kids are and things like that. And and that's sad as a woman that you got a man over there fighting for the country and you can't keep your legs closed for a year. I'm just like, wow. And you got women, and not to say men don't do nothing, but women are held to a higher standard. And, we can agree or disagree, but, I'm old school. So, I didn't know women be hopping around like that, having 2 or 3 men plus their husband. I'm like, dang. And then, paternity court, we have a black judge. She's like, you was out hopping around that much. You don't know who the father is. You don't got a possibility who it could be. I'm like, God dang, these women be out here bang. They just tell it like it is. They had, a couple of people they was messing with. I had to get up and get off of there because I didn't know women was out here like that. They was out here getting it in, baby. Just saying. They got hot boxes. Now, if that's what you do, that's what you do. I'm not here to judge nobody. And the thing is, these are women that are up in they 40s and late 30s, late 40s, early 40s. They was out here getting it in. So I guess you're not too old to do, to be a 304, Just saying. All right, well, let me know in the chat, guys. Have y'all been hearing the I don't know if it's a rumor, I don't know if it's facts, but about Melanie and Don are supposed to be producing Hustle, Heart and Hustle. So let me know in the chat, guys, if y'all have heard that. Let me know, because that would be a great opportunity for Mel. But y'all know I want to see Melanie and the 4-Piece Nuggets and Miss Van back on TV. Y'all know that. So y'all know I'm just hoping that we can see them back on TV. But I know right now Melanie, she doesn't want to be back on TV. So I can, I'm just trying to respect her wishes that she's not ready to come back on TV yet. And I understand that when you got kids that are doing a lot of different stuff, you're not ready to be back on, you want to be there for your kids, tennis lessons, baseball lessons, singing lessons, if they doing tumbling. So you want to be there for all of that. And when you got, you acting and, you got shows to do, you can't be there for all of that. So I understand when she said that she doesn't want to miss another second of her kids, doing things. So I respect that. I respect the game and I understand that. But guys, her and Canadians, they out here, they got them a little new dance going on. So we're gonna take a look at that. And I was just trying to see if she did say something in the chat. Hello, Proud Mimi, my tea sipper, and also my mod. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Linnell. Hello, Sassy Brown. Hello, Carolyn Mott, my tea sipper. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Patricia T. Hello, TNT Gma. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Alice. Hello, Sheila. I think I said hi to everybody. All right, so let's see what Mel got going on, guys. Let's see what she got going on. Her and Canavis. Let's see. Let me see.
Y'all know who it is. It's your favorite nephew back with another one. It's Friday night.
So Melvin Canavis. So this is the show. Let's see. Okay. So she's advertising for the show, guys. So so I'll just wait for her to come out and say it, if she's going to be doing it or not. If her and Don are going to be producing that show. So I'll wait to see if she comes out and say something about it. But she is promoting it on her channel. Yeah, I know she's going to be doing like a panel with some other ladies in regards to that as well. So, if she's in it, my prayer, I'm rooting for Melody. I'm glad she got away from, the toxic show, and she can let her light shine, because it seemed like when she was, with on Love and Marriage Huntsville, it's like, they were trying to dim her light to me. So and then, other people were on there doing stuff. So I'm glad that, that she's got away from that and she can just let her light shine. So I'm happy for her. I am very, very happy for her. Okay, guys, moving on, moving on. Uh, and like I said, congratulations. I'm just gonna do congratulations to Melody in advance. Congratulations to Melody in advance, if that is true. So congratulations to her in advance. Um, let's move over here to. I know I talked about it a little bit yesterday with Jackie and her daughter Chantel. Now, look, y'all. You try to do the best you can with your kids. You don't want to hurt them. But when your kids keep on pushing your button, hey, you got sometimes you do stuff you don't want to do. But when your kids keep on trying you, they'll make you do stuff you don't want to do on the TV. I'm just being honest with you. And that's very disrespectful for somebody that you didn't brought into this world to get on this here internet and act a fool like that. It's just very disheartening. And some people was like, she, shouldn't have hit her. Yes, she should have. Look, honey, back in my days, if I would have talked to my mom like that, I don't know, I probably wouldn't even be here talking to y'all on this here YouTube. Because my mama them didn't play, baby. And my grandmama, oh no, baby, she will knock your ass into the middle of next week. You can talk to people like it is now. Back then they did not have no, CB, about people putting their hands on their kids. You, I don't know, maybe the kids of this age wouldn't have been able to survive in our day and age because they would have been laid out, allegedly. I don't promote violence on here, but I don't tolerate disrespect. I don't. But you know what? Jackie did really good with her daughter. She kept on trying to de-escalate things. She did not want to do that to her daughter, right? She didn't want to do that to her daughter. But you didn't push it? You didn't put your hands on me? Oh, no. I done blinked out now. I done blinked out now. You want to show out? Okay. Look, Jackie did not want to do that. And then you know what I don't understand? I wish one of my kids would call me by my name or their father by their name. She calling them Jackie and Doug. People want their kids to call them by their damn name. Girl, baby, my kids know better. No, they know better. Just the disrespect for to call people their mom and their mother and father by their name. What they do that at? I don't do that. I never call my mom by her name. And my kids know better than to call me by my name. If they need to say my name for something, that's like, is it okay? Can I just say your name? I just got to say something. And I'll give them permission. The same thing with their dad. If they need to say his name for something, they ask them for permission to say their name. There's no way my kid's going to run around here calling me by my damn name. There's no way. Jackie, Douglas, Doug, y'all, who does that? Who allow their kids to do that? That is so disrespectful right there for kids to call their parents by their name. I don't. My kids cannot call me by my name. I don't know. But Jackie's other daughter is saying um, that she doesn't know that Chantel don't know their mother. So there's something going on, guys. Now, I know Jackie's had problems with her other daughter too, but I don't think Jackie's other daughter would have did her like this one did. She said she doesn't. So this is Jackie's other daughter, Takari. She said she doesn't even know our mom. If she did, she would only try to protect her. She didn't deserve to be done like this on her platform. That's all I have to say about this. Now that's the daughter that supposedly is the black sheep of the family, and she even coming to Jackie's defense. Now see, the child that you alienate and don't give that much attention to and dislike, that's the one gonna be by the side than the one that you glorify and try to give everything to and protect. Look how she did you. I don't think this young lady would have did Jackie like this. Her other daughter, I don't think she would have did it. I don't think Takari would have did Jackie like that on TV. Like she said, how you gonna come on her platform and do her like that? I don't think she would have did it, y'all. I really don't. I don't think this young lady would have did it. Now we know her, Takari and Jackie have had problems in the past, but I don't think she would have came here on this internet and done her like what Chantel did. So we're gonna listen to a little bit to see what she has to say. Is trying to project whatever her and her mama went through off on this girl here. Now, I wasn't in Jackie and Doug's house, but from what Takari said, they praised Chantel. She got all the good treatment. So now, to me, Brittany trying to identify with her because she didn't get love or whatever from her mom, and this is not the same situation. I feel that if Chantel, and her mom had problems, I don't think Chantel should have came on this show. Y'all needed to go to counseling, or y'all should have went on y'all will fix y'all life or something. I don't think that you had the right to come on your mom platform and try to take it over with all y'all family issues. Who idea was it to bring her on this show knowing that they had this much drama? But the thing is, Jackie is saying that before they even started coming to take the show, her and her daughter was sending each other nice text messages. They didn't have any drama. She said Chantel waited till she got on the show to bring up all this drama. So she said this is made up drama. She said Chantel never expressed none of this to her. And that's what the sister is saying as well. Just saying.
No intent to even go there with her, but it's like you're just...
Okay, so if she had these problems with her mom, why did she come on this show? Her mama had to co-sign for her to come on this show. I don't think Jackie would have co-signed for her to come on this show if she knew that her and her daughter had these problems like she had. And Brittany, don't try to compare your situation with Jackie's daughter, okay? So I don't understand it here. Why would you want to come on this show and do this? If you knew you and your mom had problems, why didn't y'all go to counseling or something and get it corrected? But see, this is the thing. Chantel, daughter's father already came and said that this is how Chantel does, play the victim all of the time. He's saying that something is wrong with her. That something is wrong with her. He said that's why he don't deal with her, and that's why he didn't let his daughter come on the show. He said because he knows how Chantel is. That's what the baby daddy is saying, of her daughter. He said he's going to court back and forth with her right now because she couldn't even leave that state she was in. They had to go to court for her to be able to change states with his daughter. So he's very involved in his daughter's life, and he's saying that this is how Chantel does. She played the victim all of the time. So let me know what y'all think about that. But it was about time that Jackie got in her butt. It was about time because she had kept antagonizing Jackie. Kept. Jackie's like, okay, get up and leave. She kept getting up and leaving. She did not want to do that. But I think that was the last straw when she pushed her. And then she trying to act like the people was holding her back. They should have let her go through, and they should have let Jackie gave her what she wanted, because she kept on wanting to do something. Now she couldn't have whooped Jackie. And then I didn't like how she came back in there and lied to Evelyn them, talking about she hit her. She hit her. You didn't tell them, but that you pushed her. You came back in there and lied to all them group of women saying that Jackie hit you. Then Evelyn, you need to worry about you and your daughter. You should not get in no mother and daughter incident. That's the same thing if somebody got into you and your daughter business. You should mind your business. You need to worry about the game and your daughter and your grandson. Don't worry about what Jackie got going on. Now all of a sudden you trying to turn against Jackie? I think they trying to get Jackie off that show. Now if Jackie go off that show, that's the end of Basketball Wife to me. I'm just saying. Because what the hell Jennifer gonna do? It ain't like all of them don't got no problems. All of them got problems. Everybody got problems. So don't just try to put it like that Jackie is the only one that got the damn problem. All of y'all got problems. Brandy too, but her cheating ass husband running over her like a fucking doormat. And then one thing I didn't understand about Brandy Renner, I don't like people playing with God or whoever they pray to. Now, you was running around here wearing this turban thing all like you was a Muslim. Now that you not with Kevin Gates no more, now you done went back to putting on all type of skimpy clothes and everything. Why ain't your head and stuff covered up no more? Was that just for Kevin Gates? Now that he want to get Drea back, his wife back, his wife, his partner back again? Drea said, nuh-uh. She said, enough is enough. She said, she told Kevin Gates she don't want his ass back. So he left Bria to try to go back over there to Drea, the one he got the kids by. No. I'm glad she not taking his ass back. No. But, but my whole thing is, because you're no longer with Kevin Gates, you don't want to wear the thing around your head no more. You're not Muslim no more. So you were only Muslim because you was with Kevin Gates. That makes no sense to me. That makes no sense at all. But, I guess she's back out here in these streets, y'all. I guess she's back out here in the streets. That's all I'm saying. I ain't judging. I'm just saying. I'm just saying what the YouTube streets are saying. She back out here in the streets. And then, another thing. The same thing with, what's his name? Nikki Baby. Now, this man then went and, hello, Carla, my tea sipper. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Proud Mimi. Hello, Chanel Monet. Hello, hello, hello. Now, the same thing with Nikki Baby, right? Now, this man left you with 2 kids. Now, he didn't even marry you, and he was with you for 3 to 4 years. But he went and married the other lady and got her pregnant. He married her, and he wasn't even with this lady, not even 6 months. He go and marry her, get her pregnant. Now he wants to divorce her, and now he back over here with Nikki Baby. Nikki Baby saying that they've been having sex for 2 months. So he bouncing back and forth between both of y'all. And then Nikki, why would you go back to this man after he left you with those 2 kids, married this woman, and got her pregnant? Now he back over here with you? What did he do this at? I don't know. So now y'all playing games where Nikki Baby was gonna tell Rashida, oh, I know I could get him back if I wanted him. So now he back over there with the family he had at first. And now they going through a divorce or an annulment, and now she over here pregnant. Soon to be ex-wife. And wouldn't even marry Nikki Baby. They had 2 of his damn kids. I guess he seen the grass that wasn't greener over there. But you married her though. But hey, if Nikki want to take him back, that's her personal business. You go right ahead. You and this girl could be playing these games back and forth. Y'all go ahead. Because y'all are kids for to be brother and sister. So y'all want to keep playing these stupid ass games, go right ahead. Then moving on, guys. Let's talk about Megan Thee Stallion and Clay Thompson. Now, my whole thing is that if Megan did what she did, Megan is a college graduate, and just because people out here saying they're a bad bitch and all this and that, I'm not, that don't mean they're out here sleeping with everybody. Now, if Clay is willing to take Megan and Megan is willing to have Clay and they want to make it work, now there are rumors going around that say they are getting married. But then we got Shaq that got his nerve to say he don't think it's going to last 6 months. When he had Shani O'Neal, he was out here cheating on her left and right. He was even out here with Superhead. And y'all know she done been with everybody. This is what he's out here talking about. Oh, it's not going to last. Now, Shaq, that's not none of your business. And what's something going to last? And you need to be worried about them women he got. Now, y'all heard what's going on with him, y'all. They said he just like Neo. He got 5 clear women over there that's waiting on him hand and feet. And Jess Hilarious told that. He got, like Neo got the 5 women. The thing is, he got 5 clear women. Shaq do. Shaq got five clear women. That's over there. He got each one on for each different things that he has, right? So now he's over here saying that he don't think Megan and Clay are going to work out. He said he thinks they won't last more than six. Well, wait a minute. He said more than 6 weeks. I said months. Shaq said they're not going to last more than 6 weeks. What the thing is, why are you hating on somebody else? See, you want Shani back, and Shani don't want you back. And Shani already said that she never really loved. She was never in love with him. She loved him. She said she loved the Shaq, but she was never in love with him. Now that gotta hurt. That she got 5 kids by him. And you saying that you loved him, but you were never in love with him, that got to sting. But he said he will always take care of Shani, no matter what. He said he messed up the marriage. Okay, I'll give him credit for that. But this lady is telling you she never was in love with you. She just loved you. That got to
hurt. Shaq, did you see the news about the new hot couple?
Who?
It is Clay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion.
Who's Clay Thompson, though?
He plays basketball. He was in the Warriors. He's one of the greatest shooters of all time. He's now in the Dallas Mavericks.
Really?
And he's with Megan Thee Stallion.
6 weeks.
I'm going to say nothing. I'm not going to say nothing. My kid, I can't say.
So what Shaq is doing, he's setting the line, our Draft Kick Sportsbook line, at the summer.
6 weeks.
You don't see it lasting into the fall.
6 weeks.
What did it surprise you?
Come on.
No.
I don't know. Listen, man. She got shot for that. That might go last for a long time. 6 weeks ain't nothing. She got shot, so you gotta give her some credit, right? You gotta give her a little credit that he might got some staying power with that.
And that's a perfect time to bring up Dr. O'Neal. Shaq, did you see the news about the new hot couple?
Who?
It is Clay Thompson.
Look at him. He can't even look.
And Megan Thee Stallion.
Who's Clay Thompson, though?
He plays basketball. He was in the Warriors. He's one of the greatest shooters of all time. He's now in the Dallas Mavericks.
Really?
And he's with Megan Thee Stallion.
You don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
6 weeks.
I'm going to say nothing. I'm not going to say nothing.
I guess, money, people got money, baby. You got money. You I don't know. Just imagine being intimate with Mike Tyson and he's stubborn like that. He can't even get a fucking word out. Oh my God, y'all. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Oh my God. I don't, not, no, not even for the money, y'all. I couldn't. Mike Tyson, and well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe he just don't say nothing during, sex or nothing. Maybe just keep his mouth closed because he can't even get a sentence out. He can't get a sentence out. Mike Tyson, just set this one out. Just don't say nothing. But Shaq is saying that he give Megan and Clay 6 weeks. I thought it was 6 months. He said he giving them 6 weeks. Now, what I don't like about things, and I don't want to tell nobody how to spend their money. Now, he bought her a whole bunch of what you call those little fur baby things, whatever they is. Okay, those are nice. Whatever, boo babies or whatever they are. She went and bought this man a Rolex watch for $300,000. There's no way. Y'all ain't even been together that long, and you bought that man a watch like that? What was the reason, Megan? Why would you buy him a watch? She bought you some fur babies. The little, whatever you call the little things that be hanging off people's purse. And you go buy this man a Rolex? Y'all haven't even been dating that long. If you want to just give money away like that, Megan, you can give that money to a charity. You could have gave it to a charity. But, I don't think nothing, is wrong with Megan. In they world in Hollywood, people date each other because it's not that many people you can date, I guess. I think Megan is trying to get out of her bad boy era where she doesn't want to date any more rappers anymore because she sees where this leads. Now, I wish her and Clay all the all the happiness and and luck in the world if they can make it work. She said this is the nicest any man has ever treated her. So if they're gonna make it work, go right ahead. I'm rooting for Megan because Megan has lost her mother, and she really has nobody. So if he's gonna get with her and make it work, I'm rooting for it. Maybe she's trying to settle down. I'm rooting for her. Let me know if y'all think Megan Thee Stallion and Clay make a nice couple, or do you think they're going to last, or do you think it's just going to be for the 6 week like Shaq and Mike Tyson is saying? Let me know what y'all think in the chat. But moving on, guys. So let me see. Yes, probably me. She said my teeth would have been in the floor if I talked to my mother like that. Girl, I don't even think I would be here. Probably me. My mama didn't play, baby. She will knock your head off. Let me tell you something. I think I had said something to my mama. And y'all remember them old school dryers that you can set your hair, if you're doing your hair, you can set on the old school dryer, the hair dryer. So I think I said something smart or something. So I'm up there under the dryer. I had the music and stuff going up there in my room. So I'm up there under the hair dryer. And here I come up the stairs. So my mom had came up them stairs, lifted up the hair dryer and gave me a 1-2 punch right there in my temple and let the hair dryer back down. She said, now say something else. I was in shock. I didn't know what had happened. She had hit me so fast, She lifted up the dryer, and by me, grooving to the music, man, she came up there and lifted up that hair dryer. 1-2. I was in so shock. You want to holler or say something, but I was in shock because she did it too fast. I couldn't even get the damn cry out. Baby. I'm just saying. And then, if we did something to my auntie, it wasn't no go tell a mama. My auntie them handled that they self. And if you went back there and told my mama, my auntie them hit you, you gonna get another lick. What you did what? So you best to get your one lick by the auntie or the uncle and keep it moving. If you go back down there and tell the mama, you're gonna get another lick. So just saying. Nowadays, you touch any of these kids out here in the streets or try to tell them, Right for wrong, you got the ghetto mama running out the house. You got the ghetto mama jumping, coming on the school bus fighting kids, coming in the school fighting kids, coming on the school bus fighting the kids and fighting the bus drivers, all this and that. And you know what? This is what gets me. People know what their kids do. You know you got a badass kid. You know it. You know if your kid's standing up on the bus doing shit, you know it. Because if any teacher call here and say my kids was doing something, I can pretty much pinpoint it. And they'll say something, and I say, yep, she did it or he did it. Because I know my kid. But then you got these young mothers out here, know their kids is bad as hell, be doing shit, and then they get mad at the teacher. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. And I'm glad it's almost over for me because my daughter's in 8th grade. I'm glad it's almost over for me because it's dangerous out here to be a school bus driver because you got parents running up on the bus. You got parents, running up on the bus trying to jump on other kids. You got parents running up in the school trying to jump on the teachers or the principal because of shit that your kids is doing. So, and you know your kids is bad as hell. Then you suspend them. Oh, how am I supposed to go to work? How am I supposed to do this and that? Well, you should have thought about that when your kid was up there acting a damn fool. Or you suspend them off the bus. How am I supposed to do this and that? They suspend them off the bus and they tell you to bring your kids to school. I ain't got no way. Well, you should tell your child to set their ass down when they get on the damn bus. I've never uphold my child in doing shit at school or on the bus. Because they can tell me what they did and I know they've been and did it. Now, if it's something that's out of their character or something just bizarre that I know they do, then I will speak up. But 9 times out of 10 is something that they didn't already did at the house or did, and I know they did it. So I don't uphold my kids. Just saying, y'all. People know when they got badass kids. You know when you got a badass kid. All right, guys, moving along here. Did y'all hear the story of, when you go MRI done, they tell you to take off all metal objects, necklace, earrings, bracelets. They ask you, do you got any metal in your body? They ask you all of that. They ask you all of that, any type of metal stuff, because you get an MRI, it will get caught in that machine. It will suck you up in there. They ask you all of this. So I don't know how this man, husband, got caught up in the MRI machine. Let me know if y'all heard that story. This man got caught up in the MRI machine, y'all. Now, I don't know if they were, what they were doing, but this man, this lady husband, is gone from here. He got caught in the MRI machine, you guys. I don't know how he done it or what happened, but he gone. The MRI machine. He was sucked into the MRI machine while wearing a 20-pound chain. Well, I'm confused here. Give me just a second here, y'all. They don't let you get in no machine with no 20-pound chain on, not no MRI. They're not letting you come in there with no necklace on. So I'm trying to figure out, how did this man with this necklace? She said wife says she watched him in horror as the husband was sucked into the MRI machine while wearing a 20-pound chain. He would limp in my arms. So I'm confused. They make you take off all your jewelry. So how did this man go limp in a MRI machine? And they don't even want nobody else in there because I'm confused with this story. So I want to hear this. Let me know in the chat if y'all have had an MRI and they make y'all take off all y'all jewelries, rings, and everything. Necklaces, everything. They don't let you have that in there. Let me know in the chat if y'all had an MRI and they make you take off everything. Let me know.
Saw when he walked towards the table. I seen when he turned towards me, and I saw the machine snatch him around and slam, pull him into the machine. He died. He went limp in my arms. and this is still pulsating in my brain. I saw when he walked towards the table. I seen when he turned towards me, and I saw the machine snatch him around and slam pull him into the machine. He died. He went limp in my arms. And
this evening, a man remains in critical condition after being sucked into an MRI machine at a facility on Long Island.
Police say the victim walked into a room while a scan was underway, and the machine's powerful magnetic field pulled a large metal chain around his neck.
Eyewitness News reporter Lindsay Tuckman is live in Westbury. Lindsay?
Sandra, Joe, we spoke with many patients at this MRI clinic behind me here who say they've never had any safety concerns while being treated here. But after a freak accident leaves one man severely hurt, there are now questions as to how this could have happened. A truly horrible and unusual accident. Nassau County Police say a 61-year-old man was magnetically pulled into an MRI Wednesday while wearing a large metal chain. He apparently walked into an unauthorized area at Nassau Open MRI in Westbury while a scan was underway, and he was drawn into the machine. He's now in critical condition.
That really made me upset because that should never happen. The only thing I saw was Nassau County Police Department, ambulance, fire department.
Carolyn Spruill arrived to the business on Old Country Road Thursday for an MRI, only to be told the machine wasn't working.
I made another appointment here, but I think I better reschedule it somewhere else. I think so. No, I didn't hear anything about that. They just said that the machine was broke.
This evening, a man remains in critical condition after being sucked into an MRI machine at a facility on Long Island.
Police say the victim walked into a room while a scan was underway, and the machine's powerful magnetic field pulled a large metal chain around his neck.
Eyewitness News reporter Lindsay Tuckman is live in Westbury. Lindsay?
I don't understand this, y'all, because when you check in, there's a waiting area, and the people come and get you for your appointment. You just can't walk on back there. They come and get you. So I'm trying to figure out, how did this man walk into a MRI room while an MRI was in progress? They have a seating facility where you're supposed to check in, and then they call you to come back. They take you in the back. They have you change into a gown. They tell you everything to take off. So how did this man walk into a room that was already underway with the MRI in progress? Was there nobody in the lobby? That doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make any sense. That you just walk into a room where MRI is on the way. Yes, they make sure all that stuff is off, but then now, like I said, I'm hearing the story with y'all. So he comes in the building and just go and walk in any room and open the door. And there's supposed to be the registration part of this where you get registered. They ask you your insurance information, your name and everything. They tell you to have a seat. Then a nurse or a medical assistant come out, take you to the back. They give you a gown and tell you to take off all metal objects. You got a bra with wire in it, all that. Get dressed from, up from the upper part up. You can leave your pants on, and they give you a gown to put on. And then when they come back to get you, they make sure you have no stuff on metal. But see, one thing didn't happen. From what I seen there was a waiting area. So was there nobody in the front, and he was walking around looking for where he's supposed to go? But see, I've never had no MRI like that. The MRIs are always in the back. The door is closed. You can't get in there unless a nurse come out and get you. But at this facility here, I'm seeing that there's like MRI downstairs or up there. They got arrows pointing. But I'm just trying to see how this man walked into a MRI room that was already in process. That is, I've never went anywhere to get an MRI where you can just walk in. It's always a locked door, and you come in, there's a reception there and the waiting area. I've never been to a place like that. Let me know in the chat, guys, if y'all been to one. I've never seen no place like that where you could just open up doors and stuff like that and go in as you please. I've never seen no MRI place like that. Let me know in the chat. No, they don't. I have piercing in my face. I leave my personal in my necklace. Sometimes they'll let me take my necklace and pull it. Okay. Yes, they have to take jewelry off. I have always been asked if I have any metal on. Yes, that's what I'm saying. This don't make no sense. I had a plenty of MRIs. I have 3 piercings in my face, and I have rings on all fingers, and I have necklaces on. The only thing they help me to take off is my necklace. Everything else stays on. Okay. I have left all my piercings in my face, all my rings. They just have me to take my necklace off, but I bet you I will remove everything. And yes, wire bras come off. Yes, that's what I'm saying, Carolyn. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying, but I'm just saying they come out and get you. So I'm trying to figure out how this man just walked into a room where an MRI was in place. You have to sit in the lobby and they call you. So maybe, I don't know if this was some type of off-brand clinic or something, maybe, but people should know you can't go just wandering off, opening up doors. Or was there not a receptionist there and he was trying to find somebody? I don't know. I'm gonna have to get more information. But when she said he wouldn't limp in her arms, I thought she said he had passed away. But they said that he's in critical condition. So maybe we're going to get more information, because when they showed the inside there, they showed where you could sit at, but they didn't show like the receptionist area. I'm sure they got to have a reception area. You just can't walk in there and just go in the room. You got to get checked in. So that's why I'm trying to figure out how did this man just walk into a room that was already in process of doing an MRI? That is bizarre. That is bizarre. Really, that is bizarre that happened. I've never seen it. You said Carolyn said he probably went back there and did it him damn self by his damn self, or his woman ran it while it was in there. Something had to happen. You said plus you go in by yourself in the MRI room while his wife in there, because I didn't know they let nobody else come in the MRI room. I just thought it supposed to be you and the people that's doing the MRI. I didn't know you could have nobody else in there. That's what I think. Is this an off-brand clinic? Well, maybe I don't know, because I just go to the, I don't know. I've never seen nobody go with nobody in no MRI room. Let me know. Can y'all bring people when y'all get MRIs? Do people go back there with y'all? Because when I take my mom to get her MRI, I can't go back there with her. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe in different states they do different things. But here in Wisconsin, they come and get my mom. She go back there. I'm never going back. I don't go back there with her. So that must be something new, or I don't know. So y'all let me know if y'all have had MRIs where the spouse or significant other can go in the MRI with you guys back there. And that's why I said different states must allow different things. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Let me know in the chat, guys. Let me know. I'm just, like, wow, okay. Prop Mimi, how many likes do we got? If you're just coming in, please hit the thumbs up button, please, and thank you. Let's see here. Okay, that's what I thought, Carolyn. Here in Wisconsin, they don't let nobody. But I'm trying to see. Oh, well, okay. This is what probably happened. Because he walked back there in an unauthorized room. And the wife probably came in there after him, and that's when he fell in her arms. Okay, I get it now. He went in an unauthorized room, and the wife probably went looking for him, and then that's how he fell in her arms. I guess they probably tried to cut the machine off, I'm assuming. But I'm gonna have to get more information about that. I'm gonna have to get some more information about that, because that is weird. That is weird. That is really weird. Let's see what else we got going on here. Let's see here. We were going to be talking about, there was one more thing I wanted to talk about. Let me see here. Now, y'all, we got another one. So Delta is quietly testing a new AI system that could kill set ticket prices. Instead, you'll pay whatever the airline thinks you personally can afford. Critics say this is price discrimination. Delta says it's smart pricing. What do y'all think about that? So AI is going to tell them what you should be paying for a damn ticket. So did y'all hear about this? So Delta is secretly trying this out. Delta is quietly testing new AI system that could kill set ticket prices. Instead, you'll pay whatever the airline thinks you personally can afford. Critics say this is price discrimination. Delta says it's smart pricing. What do y'all think about that? So Delta's secretly testing this out. AI is going to tell them what each person can afford to pay for a ticket. What do y'all think about that? So I guess, I don't know if they're going to be looking at your data information, your picture of you or whatever, and AI is going to say what you can afford for a damn ticket. What type of shit is it? Is it been AI take over the world? Just because, our person look determines what you can pay for a ticket, or I don't know if they're using your data. So AI is going to tell them what you can pay for a airline ticket. What do y'all think about that? That's what they said. Delta is quietly, testing this out. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Would y'all be okay with AI telling the airline how much you can pay for a ticket? Let me know in the chat what y'all think about this. Let me know, but I think this is ridiculous. Baby, you could look like $1 million and not have a damn dime in your pocket. So I don't think that's right by them letting AI tell what you can pay for a damn ticket. Just saying, my personal opinion. Let me know what y'all think about that. Oh, guys, if y'all live in Chicago, y'all know how we be wanting to have, I'm sorry, we're going to move on, but let me know what y'all think in the chat. You know how we, women, we have the girls' night where we do the sip and paint, and things like that. Now, Chicago was popping, y'all. They got a girls' night where you can make your own jackets, make your own hats, like a girls' night where you can actually make your own jackets at an event. So just look at this, guys. If you're in Chicago and your girls want to do something, you guys can go and have a girls' night, a girls' date, and make your own damn jackets. And I told my sister about this. I want to do this. This is where you're making your own jackets. Like y'all gonna have like a girls' night, like have wine and things like that. In Chicago, they have a thing where you can make your own jackets. You and your friend girls, y'all can make your own jackets. Look at this.
Hey, Dream Girls, looking for something fun to do this weekend? Sunday, Dream Girl Studio is having our open Dream Girl workshop. So grab your jacket, your hoodie, your blazer, your army fatigue, your pants, your skirt, whatever you want, girl, and bring it to Dream Girl Studio for a fun, creative workshop. All of your patches, embellishments, trims, and fabrics are included in your workshop. Check the link in my bio or go to dreamgirlstudio.net. See you soon.
What do y'all think about that?
Hey, Dream Girls, looking for something fun to do this weekend? Sunday, Dream Girl Studio is having our open Dream Girl workshop. So grab your jacket, your hoodie, your blazer, your army fatigue, your pants, your skirt, whatever you want, girl, and bring it to Dream Girl Studio for a fun, creative workshop. All of your patches, embellishments, trims, and fabrics are included in your workshop. Check the link in my bio or go to dreamgirlstudio.net. See you soon.
What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think that you think that'll be a good girl thing to do? Hey, Tea Talk with your girl. Did you see that? Where you can make your own jackets and stuff in Chicago. You can make your own jackets, put whatever you want on there. I think that would be so neat. That is interesting. Also in Chicago, they got where you can have a girls' night and make your own hat. You can put like different patches on the hats and things like that. But I'm gonna look more into this make your own jackets, or you can do jackets, you can do blazers, whatever you want to do. You could put patches on there, names on there, and things like that. I want to do that. Hey, Tea Talk with your girl. That's my sissy right there. She said, "Hey, proud Mimi, what you doing up this late, Tea Talk? You know." Yeah. So that would be, fun to do. Y'all know I'm a girl's girl. I be thinking of fun stuff to do. So that would be something interesting to do as well. But yeah, you guys, it's a lot of stuff going on out here in these YouTube streets. I love you too, sissy. Sweet dreams. But yeah, I'm gonna have to hear more about what happened with the MRI situation, guys. I want to know, was there any receptions out there? How did he wander into this room and get sucked into this MRI machine? And I don't want to say because he was 61 years old. I don't think that had anything to do with it. I'm just like, how? How did you go into a room that was already operating? Was already in process of doing an MRI. I'm just trying to figure that part out. You know, they don't have any safety precautions up or anything like that. Mm-mm. I'm gonna be following that story as well. I'm gonna be following that as well. So I'm gonna keep y'all up to date on that. Also, guys, the prayers are still coming in for Malcolm Jamal Warner. They're like I said, guys, they're trying to say something is fishy about how he passed away. The wife is saying he was going to meet, going for the sunset to catch a swim. And they're saying like a big current came. But people are saying they don't believe it. They don't believe it. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Hello, who said that? Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, probably Mimi. That's you said. I know what you said. That's weird. How are they going to tell how much a person can afford? That's what I'm trying to figure out. But that's something they want to do. This AI stuff is going too far, guys. This AI stuff is going too far. AI is like it's trying to run the world, you know. But I'm trying to see, are they going to be going by how you look or your data information to see how much you pay for a ticket? So that's the information they're not putting out of here. Putting out, they saying that AI is going to tell them how much you can afford for a damn ticket. That's what they're saying. So we shall see. Hello, Renee Bass. Let's see. You said in Louisville, Kentucky, it's you and the one that's giving the MRI. Yes, that's how that's how they do it here in Wisconsin. Renee Bass says I worked at a children's hospital and they don't even let parents go in the MRI room with their children. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand this. I had on compressive socks with a zipper and I had to take them off to have an MRI on my head tumors. Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that. Who said that? Yeah, something. I'm going to try to get to the bottom of this. Like I said, I'm going to follow this story. I'm going to follow this story because that seems really, really odd. And even if you go to like, places that only do MRI, because some people get MRI done at the hospital, some go to like clinics and get them done and things like that. And even at the clinics here in Wisconsin, there is a receptionist desk. You sit out there and you wait for your name to get called. But I'm just trying to see how this man was able to go to these different rooms and open up doors without nobody saying anything. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm just trying to figure that part out, guys. It's a lot. And they are potentially looking at a lawsuit. Potentially looking at a lawsuit. So we're going to see if they come out with a lawsuit. I would, because you guys should have had safety precautions put up so that this, type of thing doesn't happen, in my personal opinion. Oh, guys, and also moving on to something else here. I know they're saying that now that they're what's going on with Maurice and them with the court proceedings for BT and Maurice, that they're asking for the contracts of them because On was saying that Maurice didn't work for them, so they're asking for the contracts, but they want them to be sealed where the lawyer can only see the contract. So I guess they don't want their contracts put all over the internet out here. So I guess they're going to give them the contracts, but only it's confidential information where only the lawyer can see it or what have you. So that should show that he does work for them and that they should be held liable for their client, allegedly, in my personal opinion. So the contract gonna tell it all. So if they get those contracts and see that they work as part of OWN, somebody gonna be in trouble. If that's what it say, because they coming out every day, every Saturday on a OWN network. So they got to have some type of dealing with OWN, when you think. And who was the contract through? Kingdom Reign or OWN? It's saying. So, but they'll see the contract, so they'll get to the bottom of it, and we'll see what's going to happen. But I'm just, I know TNT is going to, keep us up to date with what's going on with the court case or what have you. Because I haven't been seeing BT out here too much on these internet streets or whatever. Because I know she said that some other stuff was going on or what have you. But I'm very interested to see what's going to happen when they get those contracts, and then how's the case going to move forward. So I'm praying, Black Titanic win a case, and then, they can be done with this. I'm praying. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. What else are we going to talk about? Okay, that was going to be all I have for you guys tonight, but I do appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming over to the live. Make sure you guys gave it a thumbs up. And if you're new, think about becoming a subscriber. And also make sure you're liking the video, sharing the video. And make sure you guys are subscribed to my other channel, which is TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Drop the T. All right, you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Good night, good night, good night.